So I'm sitting here now with Joel, and I want to push the letters J, O, E, L, like all in that order. And I feel like a small little bird. Hi, Joel.
Hi, Anna. How are you?
Hey. So my strange introduction is like, of course, related to your game. So tell me about Kiwi and what is your game about?
You play as Jeff and Deborah are Kiwis that have just been hired at the Telepost, which is the postal system that they're a part of. And you will be doing various postal tasks by going to the different rooms of the post office. And you might be sending telegraphs by typing on a giant keyboard with your butts, or packaging shipping crates, or processing incoming mail. There's all the different tasks that you have to do to man the post office. And it's about working together because they're so small. They're in a space that's designed for much bigger hands. They have to work together to get the job done.
We see gameplay now. Can you explain us a little bit what is the gameplay all about?
Yeah, so if you're seeing the telegraph room, in this instance, the Kiwis have basically a certain number of messages that they need to send before their postal shift ends. So they're on the clock, and they are acting as kind of the left and right hands typing on a keyboard. So the message will come in on the projector, one word at a time, and say, okay, so we're working on this word. And from holding down the shift key to capitalizing the letters, this telegraph machine, Juliet, they call it at the post office, is the antique machine that's a little unpredictable, and as the game goes on, might start to behave in unpredictable ways. You can see some of the keys starting to move around. That's a hint at how that space will change over the course of the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of challenge because like the keys aren't sorted like on a normal keyboard. So what is it about that? Why is the machine mean to us? We're just little keys.
Well, we like the idea that this old machine that has been there such a long time that nobody is quite sure 100% how it works anymore. And it can be kind of, unpredictable it's part of its charm, you say. But
yeah, but it's a co-op game only, right? It's not supposed to be played alone.
We do have a single player mode where you can control both Jeff and Deborah.
Okay, simultaneously, or do you switch?
You can do both. We have a mode where you can control both Kiwis simultaneously, or switch between. Each offering sort of their own, left brain, right brain coordination challenge.
Okay.
But definitely the concept of the game originally is two players talking, communicating, collaborating to get the mail sent.
Mm-hmm. And is there like some sort of story? Like, do you progress from level to level, or how does this game work out? Or do you pick like, we want to send telegrams now, or want to do that level?
Yeah, so the structure of the game is you get hired. Your mentors at the post office will kind of show you the ropes and take you through the different rooms. And then you start doing daily postal shifts. So every level in the game is a different day of working at the post office, where you're assigned a shift in a different job. And so as you progress through the levels, you're progressing through like a work calendar. And as you progress through the calendar, you progress through the seasons. So the seasons will change. We'll go from, you start in the middle of a very hot summer. You'll go through autumn and then winter. So the spaces that you're going through will also be changing. As Jeff and Deborah are kind of climbing the ranks, they'll be given more complex responsibilities, and also encounter things like inclement weather, sandstorms, blizzards, monsoons, rampaging insects, carnivorous plants, all the typical things that you encounter in a post office.
Have you always had the idea that it had to be Kiwis, or did it change like during the development?
Honestly, the Kiwis working in a post office was that was the original idea from the start. We were actually doing a local game. We were participating in the Global Game Jam here in Orlando, and we were given some kind of parameters to work within. We had to make a game that was on the theme of transmission, and it had to feature birds as a protagonist. That was like a random thing that we drew kind of out of a hat. And we were talking, and someone drew a picture of a Kiwi bird with a headset on. The idea of postal birds who couldn't fly, so they work a desk job instead. And we started Yeah, we started with that initial conceit of them as the left and right hands of the keyboard. And then we kind of built out like, oh, what would the rest of that setting look like? What kind of a post office would hire Kiwis?
And the wordplay is fine as well, right? Like that came very quickly, I guess. Kiwi.
Yeah, that came from the from the cooperative typing on keys aspect.
Online co-op, or is it like only a thing on offline couch co-op?
Yes, you will be able to play online as well.
I'm really looking forward to starting at the postal office as my new favorite Kiwis. Thank you, Joel, for your time. It was nice talking to you, and good luck with the development. And see you 2021. Right.
Thank you very much.
Bye.